Okay, continue from previous slides. When we talk about working in the jobs, there are certain emotions that we need to express. For example, if we're working as a waitress, whatever emotion we have at that time, maybe we have personal problem, emotional problems, or financial problems. When we work, we have to show our our emotion professionally during that time. So we need to show some emotion. We need to express some positive emotion that's suitable with our work. So this what we said emotional labor. So emotional labor is an employee expression related to organizations, what the organization desired of the emotion during their interpersonal transaction at work. So what does it mean? This means that we have to display the emotion that the organization desired or our profession desired, regardless of whatever emotion we have at that time. We have to show what the organization desired of the emotion that we need to express at that time. So if we're working as a receptionist, whatever problem we have, we should not show it on our face. We need to show the emotion, the professional emotion suitable for the profession. So the emotion label is the employee expressions of the organizationally desired emotion. That means what the desired emotion by the organizations. So the emotion that are required by the employer are called display emotion. So in the organization, normally the employer desire us or require us as an employee to show certain emotion, normally good emotion. So we need this called displayed emotion. So displayed emotion, that's this emotion that required by the organization for us to show when we're working. So because of that, we need to display fake emotion. For example, if at that time we do not feel positive emotion, we do not feel happy. But because we are working, we have to entertain the customer because our profession depend on our emotion. So we have to display fake emotion as long as the emotion that we show is desirable by the organization. So we have to suppress the real desires, that the real emotion that we have, and try to act this acting the emotion that we need to act. The emotion must be desired by the organization. So display emotion is the desired emotion that the organization required us to show. So, for example, as a waitress or waiter, you have to show this emotion, this happy emotion, friendly emotion. Even though you are not friendly, your personality is not friendly, for example, but because you are working in the service, you have to serve others. So these are the desired emotion or display emotion that the organization or the company desire you or require you to display. So you have to display this emotion, even though this what actually you want to do to the customer. Sometimes the customer are so nasty, are so bad to you. This actually what you want to do it, but these are not required or not desired by the organization. You have to fake your emotion. So to work in the organization, normally you have to fake your real emotion and to show the required emotion. This is what we call displayed emotion. So there are other emotion that we have to differentiate. First one is surface acting. The other one is deep acting. So surface acting is you need to display you. That means if you are working, so employees need to display the appropriate emotion while working. So even when she or he doesn't have that kind of emotion at that moment. For example, if you have problem in the morning with your family, with your brothers, sisters, and so on, when you go to work, you have to show the emotion that required by organization, display emotion. That means you need to show the required emotion. That's why it says surface acting. You need to act at the surface. But this one is not into deep. You just show your happy face or your friendly face, but it just maybe it's not a real acting. It's just a surface acting. Deep acting is what actually you need to what you feel need to match what's the organization required. This one, even though the organization require you to show happy face or desired emotion, you may act on this. Some people, they are really good at acting, so they just show a good mood, happy mood, just hi to everyone. But some people, it's very hard for them to fake their emotion. So in certain job require you to have this kind of deep acting, where you have to actually change your internal feeling to match the display rule, or to match what the organization required. So the deep acting normally affect your life. Surface acting, because you just required to fake your emotion in order to be consistent with what the organization wants you to display. So maybe it's not affect your moods. But this one, deep acting, will affect your maybe make you feel stressed, because you actually need to change whatever you feel at the moment in order to match what the expression required by the organization. Here, you just need to fake it. You do not have to change your internal emotion. What you feel, you do not have to change it. You just fake it. You need to act. But deep acting, you have to change your emotion, whatever you feel inside, to match what the organization required. This is very hard. Normally, this level acting can be very stressful. Sometimes when the organization require you to project one emotion that is not consistent with your feeling. For example, at the moment you feeling depressed, but the organization want to show that you are feeling good, you are feeling happy. So sometimes this can cause emotional dissonance. Last time we talked about cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the consistency between values, actions, between those kind of values and attitude and actions. Here, when we talk about emotions, we talk about emotion that we need to show, and what the organization requires. What we feel, what the organization required. Because if it is inconsistency, then it will it will have a problem. So emotional dissonance is inconsistency between the emotion that people feel, what the emotion they need to project. So if you feel inside, it's different what you need to show on your face. This called emotional dissonance. So emotional dissonance, if you have to show it, so for example, inconsistency between what you feel, what you need to show, if you have to do this for a long time, it will lead to job burnout. It will lead to decline in job performance and lower job satisfaction. So in research in Germany, they found, and Australia, they found out that high capacity for doing this can lead to some other problems, but this also needs to be. Sorry, I have to repeat this. Research in Germany and Australia found out, in order to face this, employees need to have high self-control, need to have enough sleep. If you have enough sleep, you be able to deal with inconsistency between feeling, what you feel, what you need to show. So this actually a high capacity of self-control, enough sleep, have a good relationship with the customer, with family, client, and so on, can prevent the negative effect that you may feel because of emotional dissonance. So there are theories. There is theory actually known as effective event theory, which actually relates to how mood and emotion affect jobs performance and satisfaction. According to this theory, actually, employees normally react emotionally to the things that happen around them at work that could affect the job performance and satisfaction. In other words, whatever reactions that we feel emotionally towards something or toward things that happen at work can affect our job performance and also satisfaction. So it is important to have good emotion, to have good feelings, mood or whatever, so that this will affect our performance with satisfaction. If I have bad feeling, bad emotion, bad mood, it will affect badly on our jobs performance and satisfaction and so on. So here, as you can see, when you have so many works to do, it will affect your moods, it will affect your performance and satisfaction. If you are happy, that's when your mood are happy, then your jobs also will improve and your satisfaction also will increase. So another thing that important to relate when we talk about emotion is emotional intelligence. So emotion also need to have intelligence. So emotional intelligence is referring to the person ability to control their own emotion and also to manage the emotion of others. So in the textbook is mentioned here, emotional intelligence is a person ability to perceive emotion in the self. That means the ability to manage their own emotion and also the ability to manage other people's emotions around them. This in terms of understanding the meaning of emotions, what they feel, what other people feeling, and how to regulate their own emotions in order to improve the surrounding, the environment, so that it become more peaceful, harmony, and so on. So in order to overcome problems related to emotion, it is important to regulate our emotion. If we could regulate well our emotion, then it will have more positive effects. So emotions regulation involve identifying and modifying the emotion that you feel to make it more positive, to avoid to avoid trouble, to become more positive, so that we'll be able to improve our performance and so on. So one technique to regulate our emotion too is to suppress our emotion. That means to suppress whatever initial bad emotion that we may have. For example, in one situation, it says, for example, soldier in the battle. Soldier have to kill people in the battlefield. So sometimes soldier, when they kill their enemy, they feel down. They feel that's like they are the killer. But if they suppress this emotion, they'll be able to win the war. So soldier in the battle mean they suppress initial emotion of distress after the shooting. You know, after the shooting, some of the soldier, they feel so bad about themselves for killing people. So in order to avoid this emotion, they use one of the technique called emotional suppression. That means they suppress whatever initial emotion of guilt, of distress, they feel at that time. So they just ignore the initial emotions, so they be able to one of the technique to deal with the emotion. Second is to use cognitive reappraisal, where you rephrase your outlook. Sometimes our life become bad because the way we look from the way we reframe the way we look our life. That's why when we feel depressed, when we have a problem, we have to reframe the way we look at our life. We need to look at our life in terms of positivity, in terms of optimistic. We shouldn't look our life from the negative perspective. So when you have a problem with emotion, try to reframe your outlook to become more positive. So this will improve your emotion, and this also will improve how you carry out your life. So this actually can motivate you also. Another thing is social sharing. Through social sharing, by open up your problems or express your problem, you need to find someone that you can rely on, you can you trust. This can help you regulate the emotion. If you keep yourself the emotion, the bad emotion that you have, it become it bottle up. That means if you will explode later if you didn't express your emotion. Especially you need to find someone that you trust, try to express your emotion, try to tell others about your emotion. If you keep to yourself, this will cause a problem called bottle up. Bottle up, that means you keep to yourself, at the one point you become explode, it's become blast. And when it blasts, it's very difficult to control your emotion. That's why social sharing can reduce anger, reaction, and so many bad problems. And other things you can do is to use mindfulness. Mindfulness mean you have to be aware of the present moment. You have to things good thing about your life. Try to do some meditations. This actually will help you overcome some of the problems. Mindfulness, you think positive about surrounding. You open mind. Go and then explore